Do you want to make more money in your pet business this year? Of course you do. So that is what we're dedicating the first 3 months of this year to. You are listening to the Wear Wag Repeat podcast, the only show 100% dedicated to highlighting women in all areas of the pet industry. I'm your host, the founder of Wear Wag Repeat, Tori Mystic. This year, I am changing things up, not just on this podcast, but also in Wear Wag Repeat Society and all other areas of my business. So let me give you a little rundown of some of the changes that you can expect to see here on the podcast. First of all, I'm going to have more short solo podcast episodes because I keep hearing from everyone that you love the solo episodes. So I'm going to give you more of what you love. I'm also going to be doing just one expert interview per month. Previously, I felt like I was always scrambling to book a guest. And while I love all of the interviews that I've done, and I've loved telling people's stories of how they've grown their businesses, this year, I am bringing on one expert every month to interview about their zone of genius so that we can actually help you grow your business and start to tell your story as you grow your pet business. So I'm really excited for that transition. I'm also implementing quarterly themes here on the podcast, and that is going to tie into what I am doing in Wear Wag Repeat Society. So today on this short solo episode, I want to share with you what I have in store for you this month. That is January 2024. First of all, Wear Wag Repeat Society is open. That is right. You can go to wearwagrepeat.com/society and you can join us right now as a monthly or a quarterly member. If you join quarterly, you'll save a few bucks and you will also be committing to growing your pet business for the next quarter. You will get that built-in accountability that you need to stay consistent and take action for the next 3 months. So I'm really excited to be able to offer that option for enrollment this year. I'm also adding some new and exciting upgrades to the membership for this year. So we have expanded our hot seats call from 60 minutes to 90 minutes. That means we have more time to dedicate to helping members grow their businesses. On the hot seats call, maybe like 4 to 6 members get the spotlight, maybe a few more now that we're at 90 minutes, but they get the spotlight for 10 to 15 minutes to get the whole group brainstorming and helping them with whatever they're working on in their business. So I'm really excited about that. We are also extending the monthly lesson call. So going forward, every month on the first Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, I am presenting our monthly lesson. It might be with me or it might even be with a guest expert. Like next month, I have a really exciting guest expert for you who's going to be teaching us about the Profit First accounting system. I'm so excited. But every month for the lesson, you will get a 15 to 20 minute lesson, give or take, and then we have the whole rest of the hour blocked off for discussion. So we actually held our first lesson of the year this week in Wear Wag Repeat Society, and the theme was profit strategy. So the Q1 theme, we're all talking about money. I'm talking about money in the membership. I'm talking about money here on the podcast. So expect for the next 3 months to be dedicated to experts, to guests, to interviews, and to my own insights about how you can make more money and also just amplify the impact that your money is making here in the pet industry. We have a lot of really exciting things to talk about. And one of the components of that lesson that we already had in the membership is an exercise called profit mapping. When I first discovered this a few years ago, it really helped me have an amazing light bulb moment that led to me kind of transitioning out of my online shop and focusing more here on my online courses and coaching and masterminds And I'm so happy that I simplified my business in that way, but that I also kind of followed the profit. I found that doing my courses and my coaching and the masterminds and everything is way more profitable for me than it was to sell t-shirts and bracelets and dog toys and candles in my online shop. I thought for a while that the scalability of the shop had a lot of potential, but it just became kind of a drain on me. And doing this profit mapping exercise made it really clear to me about what direction to take. And I am so happy that I did, because now I am making the majority of my income from myself, from my courses and coaching and other programs. And it's just amazing to have that financial clarity and that financial freedom. So I want that for you. So if you want to check out the profit strategy and profit mapping lesson and exercise, those are available right now in Wear Wag Repeat Society. The deadline to join for this round is January 10th. So this year, the membership will only be open at the beginning of each quarter. It won't be open all the time. So, why am I doing this? It's because once people are in, I really want to dedicate myself to my members who are in there, rather than kind of dividing my attention and dividing my efforts with trying to get more members to join. So I'm going to spend 10 days at the beginning of each quarter really pushing out the membership, and then I'm going to focus in there on serving my members. And I hope that you will become one of them. So please go to wearwagrepeat.com/society and you can check it out. I also totally revamped the sales page using the help of Kate Meller. She's a copywriter in the pet industry, and she was a huge help to me in updating and upgrading my sales page to really communicate better what it is that we offer in this membership community. It is so value-packed and jam-packed with all kinds of bonuses, including 36 months now of archived lessons and discussions that you can access as soon as you sign up. So please come and check it out. I would love to have you in there. My goal is to have 12 new members join each quarter. So maybe you can be one of the 12 people to help me reach that goal. I would love to see you in there. Another exciting thing that we have coming up this month in January is a free workshop called K9 in 90. I'm bringing it back, baby. I used to do this workshop a few years ago, and I loved it so much, and it ties in perfectly with my quarterly kind of framework that I have for this year. So at the beginning of each quarter, we'll also do a free workshop called K9 in 90, where you will plan out 9 goals for your business and your pet for the next 90 days. Now, I actually sat down with a notebook last night and I brainstormed my K9 in 90, and I'm really excited to hear what yours is. You can go to wearwagrepeat.com/K9 in 90, and that's the letter K and the number 9 in 90. So, use the acronym, not the word K9 spelled out. Of course, this is all in the show notes below this episode if you want to check it out. But please go to wearwagrepeat.com/K9 in 90, where you can sign up for this free workshop. It's a lot of fun, and it's free and open to anyone. It's happening on Monday, January 8th at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're just going to have a lot of fun brainstorming and setting goals for the next 90 days. I know this time of year, everyone loves to plan big overarching goals for the whole year, but sometimes I find that a little bit overwhelming, and I also find that I completely lose track of those goals as the year moves on. So that's why I love breaking it down to 90-day increments, because it's totally doable. We can plan for the next 90 days. And I also love that the K9 in 90 is all about half business goals and then half goals for you and your pet or your personal life, because we are dynamic, interesting, multi-passionate people. We can't just only have business goals or only have life goals. We need to kind of make it a hybrid. So I'm excited to host that on Monday, January 8th. Also, coming up this month, my expert podcast guest is Conway Love. I am so excited to share this interview with you. We just finished up chatting. Kara is a creator and influencer who also has 30 years of experience as a business lawyer. So we had an amazing conversation about how creators are leaving money on the table in their brand contracts. We talked all about payment terms, usage rights, granting brands exclusivity. We talked about should you form an LLC or not. We were really talking about the business side of things that isn't often talked about when it comes to pet influencing. I think we've all had enough tips on how to film really great reels or how to take great photos or how to reach out to brands or anything like that, how to join an influencer network. But what do you do next? And how could you be making more money on the exact same contracts with this advice from Kara? So look for that episode. It is coming out next week. The second Wednesday of the month is when my guest expert interviews will be coming out. So if you want to hear what I think are the most important action items from Kara's interview and how you could implement them in your business, catch the exclusive solo episode that I will be sharing inside of Wear Wag Repeat Society. This is a totally new thing I am experimenting with this year, and it means that every month after I interview a guest expert, I will record a post-interview episode sharing my thoughts and a detailed action plan of how you can implement this expert's advice for your business, and this will be an exclusive bonus podcast episode inside of Wear Wag Repeat Society. So I'm really, really excited for this year. I want to thank you for being a podcast listener and being part of my world. That's the plan for January, and I think that every month I'll do a quick little short episode like this to share with you what the plan is for every month moving forward. But since Wear Wag Repeat Society is only open right now for a few more days, I want to give you a little teaser that in February we are working with a Profit First certified accountant. So we will be looking at how you can be smarter about how you manage your money and pay yourself and also reserve your profit, your tax payments, all kind of stuff, and just be really smart about your money. This is the Profit First accounting system that I use to manage finances inside of my business, and people are always asking me about this. So we're going to dedicate February to that in Wear Wag Repeat Society. And then in March, we are going to look at how you can best utilize your money when it comes to giving back to animal nonprofits. So I know it's really important to so many of us that we support animal rescue and other animal-related causes, but how can you make your money more impactful when it comes to doing that? That's what we will be discussing inside the membership in March. Again, you can go to wearwagrepeat.com/society to check out the membership, or you can just stay tuned until next week and listen to the expert interview that I have for you with Kara Conway Love. I also want to shout out, I am doing a really cool day-by-day reveal on my Wear Wag Repeat Instagram account. I am transitioning my feed over there to a static 9-grid, which is a little controversial. I hosted an expert social media panel in Wear Wag Repeat Society in November, and all of the experts, when asked if someone should do a static 9-grid, they all said, "No way, Jose." But I'm trying it. I think it's going to be a really cool experiment. And if you want to hear more about why I am doing the static 9-grid, maybe I'll have to record a solo episode about that for you later this month. But for now, thanks for listening. I hope you have a really great week. And I hope to see you at one of these upcoming events or inside of Wear Wag Repeat Society.